Welcome, yogis, welcome. So, up to what we have covered?
Alasya.
What is next?
Avirati.
All right. Avirati. Avirati means disinterestedness. Virati means disinterestedness, dispassion. But this avirati is lower form of vairagya. It is being talked about abhyasa. And what are the obstacles in abhyasa? Right? Obstacles of abhyasa. So, at least when you are engaged in abhyasa, you should not have, or you should have, both ways you can say, you should have virati or you should not have avirati. Okay? What is virati? Virati is temporary disengagement. It's not vairagya. Practice, any work, any project, any particular endeavor, any task. If you want to give your 100%, you have to detach yourself, at least for the time being, from other things. Right? And that is called virati. Virati is which is experienced once any bhoga or any desire is complete. And sooner or later, virati sets in. It's infallible principle. Okay? But the problem is that we can call ourselves desire generators, mega generators of desires. We go on producing desires, desires after desires. And our desires are very subtle, we don't understand them. Very subtle desires. We may think that there is no desire, but even at that moment, there may be some undercurrent, very subtle seed of desire, which may not be coming in your notice. Right? Let me tell you one of such desires, which sets in when you want to get into practice. People want to do meditation or so-called dhyana or dharana without having accomplished or having attained even moderate control on their senses. That means pratyahara. So they insist that when they are meditating, because they have not gained any control on their senses, they insist that there should be silence when they are meditating. Yeah? If you insist that there should be silence while meditating, it simply means you're not at the stage of meditation as yet. Right? even for dharana, you are not fit. You are the candidate of pratyahara. So our insistence may be an undercurrent. We may not think that this desire exists while we sit for our sadhana or any sort of practice. We don't think that this desire exists. But if your neighbor start drilling holes into his walls, then suddenly you'll find that no, I always wanted this to be a silent atmosphere, right? I want to do it in silent environment. This desire is not known. It is there. Correct? There are so many other desires which we have. I've given you one such example only to understand that even when we think that we are desire free, some desires are just waiting to be triggered. Right? And virati is that state when even with the trigger, desire cannot arise. Okay? It is not able to come up. One of the examples which is given is about having eaten your choice of food up to the brim. Now, even when the food is available, you can't say, I have a desire left for it. The feeling of satiation. And then this state can be called virati. You have developed a virati from that particular object or particular subject. Correct? Similar experience can be connected with many other bhogas. So when bhoga is complete, you don't have a desire left. And there rises virati, spontaneous virati. This is natural. But when you have come to the Sutra of Patanjali, it should not be about this, that, we sit in meditation or sit in any of our sadhana, having fully satiated ourselves with all the bhogas, all the bhogas possible, basal bhoga, so that you have virati for everything, and then you can do it. No. He should have natural virati, at least for some time. That is called control. Right? I will not entertain it. I will not desire it, at least for the time I am there. If that is not attained, the state will be avirati. Understand? So it is a practice in itself. It's control on your desires, temporarily, not permanently though, but for the time being, so this is what you have to attain. What you have to attain? You have to attain control on your desire at will. And it cannot be done when you actually don't train yourself during the day. Not that you refrain from doing something, but working on the desire itself to do it. See, we may refrain from so many things. It's not refrainment. You may. There may be various reasons for it. You may not do. But internally you are desiring. If you're desiring, you're still in avirati. Understand? So you should understand the difference from refraining and not desiring. And if you are falling in that category when the desires are coming up, this will become an obstacle. Right? So during your day, you should have this thing as your practice. For this much time, even the temptations being there, I will watch for my desires and I'll have control on it. Control, curb, complete curb on it. It's not chitta-vritti nirodha right away. It's only a specific desire you are trying to take control on. Very minute fraction of the whole chittam, the spectrum of chittam, what it is, are taking control of. So even one desire, you have control on, you will be encouraged. And gradually, you'll be able to master virati. Right? Although, while Patanjali is defining it, it is in the sequence of tajjapa tadartha bhavana. And therefore, he says that focusing on the attributes of Ishvara and recalling his name as pranava in this system of yoga, you get rid of this impediment or obstacle which is called avirati. Right? But no, because yoga is atha yoga anushasana. You should have some discipline, prior disciplines in life, right? And this discipline is inner discipline. This is not external discipline. Refrainment is external discipline. Here we are not dealing with what we do. What we do is going to be explained later on. If we are studying Samadhi path, we are actually dealing with the Brahmabhopaya of yoga. And therefore it is apt only for the highest caliber of yogis or sadhakas. Even if this is given for the highest of the aspirants of yoga, if something we can take in from there, it will be good for us. Whatever little we can take it. When Patanjali gives Ashtanga Yoga, he doesn't talk about Vairagya then. You see the contradiction. There he does not give Vairagya. Rather, he gives Yama Niyam. And when you follow the Yamas and Niyamas, live your life observing those Yamas and Niyamas, it is said that you will develop Vairagya. You want to check? Try with Satya. Whatever is inside should be outside. And whatever you see there, you should be able to say what you feel, truly feel. Not that, don't give opinions when even they are sought. Right? And you become diplomatic. Right? If you do that, you'll find that you are surrounded with so many troubles. Those so-called your own people are not your own anymore. You'll become so much frustrated. And in this frustration arises Vairagya. See, the goal of the spiritual practices is to frustrate you to the core. Then only you will develop Vairagya. Masters understood it well. And those who are not able to take up this frustration, right, endure this frustration, and they drop very soon, or rather they react very soon, they can never be ripened. It's not that as soon as you get frustrated, you will develop vyādhi. You'll have to sustain it for long enough to develop, cultivate deep vairagya. And this avirati is also inner antarāyāḥ, right? It is obstacle, inner obstacle. And we don't know how much virati we have, or avirati we have, for so many things in life, so many things. Rati, then virati, then avirati. So avirati will be equal to rati. Is it not? From rati, the word comes rat. Rat means engaged. You say, Hindi mein, aap kahan karyarat hai? Right? Understand this word? Karyarat. Rat means entanglement, engagement, entwinement. Then virati is opposite to that. Not that. Then again, a is prefixed avirati. Well, back to square. It is rati again. Right? So you understood what it means. It means entanglement. Normal uses of rati is sexual engagement. You see? And what is sexual engagement? Intimate engagement. And wherever you have intimate engagement, it will come in your way and it will become your mental obstacle in the path of sadhana. How to undo this? Patanjali has suggested. Tadartha bhavanam, tat japa. Which means, again, focusing on the principle of Ishvara. Right? And how will it help? How can it help? Did I not tell you that all your actions are being recorded at the level of cosmic mind, which Ishvara has, right? And that is how he is capable of knowing everything and rewarding or punishing for every action we do. Right? So our entanglement in life, is it in contrast with our ultimate purpose or not? That is what you have to say. So most of the time you'll find that our rati or our engagement in this life is not falling in line with this ultimate goal of life, which is understanding self, moving towards self, becoming aware of self. Rather, in rati, we become aware of the other, right? And therefore, avirati is a big obstacle. See? Right or not? Look at this world. We enjoy everything in this way only, right? We enjoy or we engage in this world with every object in this way only, as if it is rati. We forget everything. For example, when you are having food, tasty food in front of you, you forget that you have a stomach which is double the size of your fist. We engage in food, in any other things, in any subject matter so intimately that we forget what are we here for and what is the purpose of it. So, if you are sitting in meditation and in the kitchen, the smell, the smell passes by. Paneer. Now, paneer is in your meditation. This is going to be happening if you haven't developed the virati, which means having the command over your desire. So, for this much time, I don't desire anything. I just want to be with myself, I will be with myself. This is called virati. But if you're not able to do that, it is avirati. That's a big obstacle, very, very big obstacle. How focusing on Paramatma or Ishvara is helping us? Because whenever we are doing all the indiscriminate bhoga, right, getting so much attached with the world, we forget ourselves. We forget even our capacities. What to say of moderation? Everything goes for a toss, right? And thus, that type of engagement creates a sanskar in our mind. But next time, when such an object comes in front of you, that sanskar will come. Some people say, I can't control myself when I see this. This is how it is. This is how it is. So even when a thought will come, when you're in your sadhana, your meditation, whatever it is, when you practice, the thought itself will be able to drag you to the world. You can't focus on working on mind. Mind will become paneer for you. Mind will become chicken for you. Mind will become mutton tikka for you. Mind will become any other bhoga for you because you have not been able to take charge of your mind. Avirati is very big obstacle. The avirati is tackled by meditating on Ishvara principle. Desire principle has to be checked. So in effect, Patanjali is giving method for vairagya, vashikara vairagya. Till the time I want to have control on it, I will have control on it. This is what vashikara vairagya is. Virati will lead to that. Okay? I will not think of anybody in my family when I am here in the retreat. I will not think. I will not think. Only this is my time. I have come here to work on myself, not to solve worldly problems. So I will focus 100% on myself. I will not entertain any other thought. Controlled. So this control will not come in one day, right? You'll have to practice it bit by bit. Bhrāntidarśana. We look at things as they don't exist, or sometimes we don't take them in right perspective. We are mostly not able to judge properly. This is called bhrāntidarśana, right? Perceiving a particular event, particular incident, and take it for something else. That is called bhrāntidarśana, right? So many a time you will say, during yoga practice, I see a lot of light here. Oh, I must have a right. Next day, no light. What happened? The bulb got fused. This is called bhrāntidarśana. Not understanding things in proper way. Getting clues, but still not understanding them in totality. Correct? Bhrāntidarśana, the biggest bhrāntidarśana is that I am ready for meditation. Right? This is biggest bhrāntidarśana. You're not ready. Forget about it. So what? If you think that you have been practicing it in very regular manner, day in, day out, some symptoms must manifest. Then only you can take it that, yes, I'm ready for it. The moment I say pratyahara, at will, if you're able to withdraw from your senses, then only you're ready for dharana. So here, bhrāntidarśanam should also be about something more of internal rather than external. Understand? Because if bhrāntidarśanam was to be used as a word, what is viparya then? When he is defining vrittis. Viparya. Pramāda viparya vikalpa nidra smritaya. What are those? If viparya is bhrāntidarśanam only, right or not? but it is vritti of chittam. When you're perceiving this world, because he said, when you're perceiving things and not perceiving in right way in the external world, that is called viparya. He was actually meaning that. But Bhranti Darshanam and Viparya are almost similar things. For example, when the example which we always take up, having a lump of mud in our hand, it seems stationary, as if there is no movement. But it is Bhranti Darshanam. There's so much movement in it, right or not? All atoms, electrons, protons, everything is moving. No, vibrating. So much that you can't even sense it. Bhranti Darshanam. But it's not about Viparya. This is also Viparya, is it not? Right? Viparya means Atadrup Pratishtham. It's not in that form which is perceived. Atadrup Pratishtham. Which means this is moving, but I'm taking it as stationary. So Bhranti Darshanam has to do something which is more of internal thing. For example, Bhranti Darshanam is mostly in so-called relationships. You see, you tag someone as a relation, give it a name, and then start presuming that this person or this individual will behave in accordance with the definition or the darshanam which you're having, right? This is internal to us, Bhranti. Bhranti. Internally, we have projected some relationship in relating, and we start expecting that their behaviors will be like that. Expectations are also misplaced. Is it not? Is it not? Correct or not? Look at it. The moment you say, this person is my husband now, or this person is my wife, problem. Two Bhranti Darshan. One, my, second, wife. What is my? What is my in this word? What is my brother? Bhranti Darshan, my. What is my? There's nothing mine. Ma is also Bhranti Darshan. And brother, sister, wife, husband, father, mother, this is also Bhranti Darshan. Right? Much before that, they are individuals. Right? And we must perceive them that way. At least a sadhak will have to perceive it that way. Right? So there are only two type of people for sadhaka in this world. One with whom he has no relationship, and one with whom he has a relationship. You know what? Sadhaka has two type of people in this world. On one side, there is crowd, and on one side, there is only one. You know what? One side, you have a teacher. You have only this relationship exist. Nothing else. No other relationship is existing for you. And that too is temporary. Till the time you realize your essence and you rise to the level of consciousness of your teacher, then this relationship also ends. Also temporary. But this relationship exists. Other relationships you have to drop. Bhranti darshan have to be dropped in that way. In the world, you don't have any relationships. Guru will tell. And then you'll say, then how can I have a relationship with you? You may ask, right or not? How can I become your disciple and you my guru? This is also a relationship. You may argue, right? You can. This is the rule. This is how it goes. You have to have a relationship. That relationship is very intimate relationship, very intense relationship, full of love and respect for each other. And you have to have it. Unless you have it, you will not follow the orders, you will not follow the instruction. So for the sadhaks and seekers, only one relationship exists in this world, me and my guru. And rest, they don't exist. And no relationship. If you can't follow that, you will be held up. Bhrāntidarśanam will continue to haunt you. And multiplicity of your engagement in this world will keep you engaged. So much so that you will become like a football in the, in the game of saucer, being played by 22 pair of legs all the time. Right? Understand? This is what happens. But it's a call somebody takes, conscious call. It does not happen automatically. So always remember, bhrāntidarśanam, and it was a digression, bhrāntidarśanam is internal. It is mental. More of it. You have to come out of it. You have to drop bhrāntidarśanam about yourself also. You think that you are this, right? This is bhrāntidarśana. Misplaced understanding or perception about your own being, about your own stature, about your own caliber. It can be. You may be thinking that I'm ready for this. Other may think, no, you're not ready for this. Your teacher will tell, no, you're not ready for this. You'll have to accept it. You may continue to think that I'm ready for this. Right? Ultimately, in this spiritual system, a teacher is the necessary evil. That's the problem. When you're facing gurus of guru, when you invoke him in this philosophy of yoga, you will definitely be blessed with that vision, that intuition, which is needed for you to come out of your bhrāntidarśana. Correct? And how would you know that you are in bhranti? Who will tell you that you're in bhranti? Only your teacher can tell. Nobody else. You must ask. Am I perceiving it right? Is this my ability? Is this my capacity? Have I progressed? What do you think? All that. That only can remove your bhranti. Otherwise, you can think that I'm doing this, I've become this, I'm here, I'm there. Up to you. Whether you ask or not, but ultimately, you can't know that you are in bhranti. In deserts, what we call mirage waters we see, right? If you're not told about it, you may actually find yourself dead in the desert because you will start walking towards that in the hope that there is water here, right? And you'll be spent there, correct? You'll dissipate there. So bhrāntidarśanam is really very, very dangerous thing. Who will tell you, who can take you out of from here is mostly your swadhyay, your satsang, your guru, and of course, guru of all the gurus, Ishwar. So this is tackled by connecting to Ishvara. But let me tell you, even before this, in this whole Patanjali Yoga Sutra, tell me, even one sutra which is dedicated to Guru. Find out. Any sutra which is dedicated to Guru, you will not find even one. Do you think that the system of yoga is devoid of Guru? And why Patanjali Yoga Sutra is not talking about it? Only because Atha Yoga Anushasana. Who is teaching you this? The one who has instilled all those Anushasana and discipline, now he is giving. That itself explains this comes from the Guru now. Can you be disciplined without a teacher? Can you get even slightest of discipline in your life without somebody coming to you and telling you that this is what is to be done? He has given you other disciplines. Now the discipline of you. So there itself it is disclosed that now it comes from the Guru. And it also sets a background that before you are getting to the Ishwar Pranidhan, you have already surrendered to Guru. You have already taken the discipline of Guru. Now he is giving the higher discipline of yoga. Understand? So prior to taking the discipline of this Raja Yoga, you have been disciplined by your Guru. And therefore, you had already taken the authority of your Guru. Now he is giving you further instructions and he says, apart from me, you can also invoke God. Though I have given you many things, you are still working. And whenever you need help, you can also invoke God. Understand? So that is why in this whole sutra, 195 sutras, no such instruction has been given that you should follow your Guru. Not written. You know why? Because this is not the method. This is darshan. This is philosophy. Understand? This is philosophy. Based on this philosophy, teachers will decide which part to invoke and what to give, what practice to make for a particular student. Right? This is how it works. Okay? And let us move to next, final. Alabdha-bhūmikatva. That when you are given a practice, when you are given shown a path, when you are given a method, you continue to work, but nothing happens. You don't get to any what you call, you don't reach the goal post ever. You don't reach any milestones ever. No change. It is known as alabdha-bhūmikatva. It's also an obstacle. So, which means what? Now in abhyasa vairagya or even ashtanga yoga, suppose, think about it. This is about antarāyāḥ. Antarāyāḥ for the highest sadhaka who is establishing himself in abhyasa vairagya is taking help of Ishwar Pranidhan. But when this will translate into Kriya Yoga where Tap Swadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhan is given, or when it will convert into Ashtanga which will be Yama Niyama Asana, all that, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, etc., then will this Antaraya go away? If these are Antarayas continue to exist, operate everywhere, even when you are doing Kriya Yoga, or even when you are doing Ashtanga Yoga, or even when you are doing Raj Yoga, the highest yoga of Abhyasa Vairagya, the Antarayas continues. Therefore, when a teacher will give you certain system, he will ensure that you are not faced with this Antaraya also, which means you literally see something changing well within your capacities, wherever you are in that state. If you are not sensitive, something gross you can catch, then also a system should be given in such a way that you do it and see the progress. If you can't see the progress, then it doesn't work. And you'll lose interest. Right? And Patanjali defines that you have to do abhyas with utsah, with satkar. Satkar is also included, which means utsah included here, right? How do you satkar? आइए ठीक है बैठिए ऐसे. How do you satkar? Okay, please come in. After all, you have come also. You have come and stood here. Please come. Do you welcome like this? Satkar is like this. No. Welcome. Oh yes, have you come? Oh, very good. Please come in. This is what satkar is. Enthusiasm is built in satkar, right? So therefore, he is not prescribed utsah anywhere. It's a satkar. Satkar means you already have a reverence, respect, love, and you have receptivity for the practice, and also utsah for it. Satkara sevita. How the practice becomes forms. He discusses. And then he tells. So please remember, that is why systems are devised by masters. They find the right kind of components from the philosophy. And then they create a system. Nobody understands it better than Tantric, Matantric masters. Because they have devised from one Shiva Sutra, one philosophy, they have devised 64 tantras. Mind-boggling. We talk of 64, they're major. Go to minor tantras also, you'll find more than 100 tantras. From where they originate? They originate from the basic philosophy of Ishvara Advaiva or Shakta philosophy, whatever way you take it, right? So, and that is why Tantra has not lost its efficacy. It works in some or the other varying degrees with everyone. Understood? Because they have taken care of all the antarāyāḥs also, including the alabdha-bhūmikatva. Correct? There must be some change. We should not only continue doing sadhana and without any change. No change. No change. And they have, therefore, so many varieties of things for you. Whatever interests, they will find and include it in your sadhana. But before that, a lot of preparation, of course. Preparation is there also. But so much is done in Tantra only to do away with this antarāyāḥ of alabdha-bhūmikatva. And it is necessary. Everyone adopts this system right from primary schools. It is adopted. How it is adopted? Every month they will have a test and they will give you grade, and the teacher will put you a big smiley, 3 stars. What I have achieved. And what has they learned? A, B, C, D, only 4 letters. This is stimulation. This is inspiration. This is a push. What have you got? You get nothing. Only a symbol on the book. A symbol on your book, what we call notebook. A star, 2 star, smiley, and all that. Kuch to mila, something I got. So this kuch to mila is important. In the field of sadhana also, we remain a child throughout, let me tell you. You have to be encouraged like this. And therefore Patanjali says, if there are no progress seen, perceived, experienced, felt, recognized, then gone. No hope. It's the biggest of antarāyāḥ. Even this antarāyāḥ is done away with. Right? Patanjali says even this antarāyāḥ is done away with. Pranava, Pada. See, Ishvara plays a very vital role in Patanjali's philosophy, let me tell you. Without Ishvara, Patanjali system doesn't work. And it's his way of instilling the principle of Guru here. Because he is not talking about as a creator or all that. He says he is Purvesham. जो पहले जा चुके हैं गुरुस उनका भी गुरु. So ultimately, if that guru he is invoking here, is he ruling out the guru principle or is he instilling the guru principle? Yes. Therefore, he says you have to. If you can't find Ishvara, you are invoking Om, but Ishvara you are not able to contemplate on. Then, which guru you will go? If that guru doesn't come, guru of gurus is not in your reach, which guru you will? You will go to the guru who is available there. So yoga says that guru is important. Who will remove your bhrāntidarśana? Your guru. Who will remove your alasya? Your guru, because he will be standing there with a stick in his hand. Alasya removed, right? Which guru will take away your pramāda? This guru. That is why Patanjali has subtly played with the words and have introduced guru here, if you can't see that. Purveshamapi guru palena anavachchedat. But वो ना मिले तो ये वाला है काम आएगा दंडधारी. Okay. So I think I have been able to give you an understanding, not only in the terms of pranava japa and all, but also that this is all taken away by your teacher here, the system of yoga. He deals with it. All the antarāyāḥs, who can do away? Good. Alasya, pramāda, everything. Whatever tattvas we have talked in antarāyāḥs. Only that a disciple has followed the discipline so far, then only he will be able to take help. Correct? Right? So, with this, let us end today. So, let us pray and then we'll leave. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaः Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaśyid Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shivam.